The traveller community, hate crime happens on a daily basis, but not many of them report it because they feel that they ain't going to be listened to or heard, and they don't like to be known as a grass. A few of my other friends, their caravans have been vandalised and all stuff, and we get called names on a daily basis. We get quite a lot of graffiti, like people writing on our cars and stuff, pikeys and that. And if we park somewhere just or driving and people know who we are, they go, "Are you pikey?" and stuff. So it's always name calling. Like last year I went out down here for my birthday and I caught a train down, and this woman, she was old and she was sat, like it was like me, loads of me and all other girls, and she was sat in this table, you know, like there's 2 seats and there's 2 seats opposite me, and the girls asked could we sit by her, and she went, "Are you gypsies?" And we said yeah, and she went, "Oh well, you're not having a seat," and put her feet up so we couldn't sit there. My cousin, she's in depression over it, and it depends how strong a person is. Like me, I'm used to it, I just grew up with it. But other people, I think it really messes their head up and it makes them feel like you're not worth anything and like they're not like everyone else. I know someone from a travelling community who got kidnapped and beat to death because she was a traveller, and they didn't want her in this country, even though they weren't from their country themselves. They didn't want her here. They wanted her back in the other country. They said all be good for his slaves. I was a victim of hate crime one day when I was walking down the Taff Trail with my friend walking the dog, and this man came up to me and he started calling me pikey and swearing in my face. And as I went to walk away, he spat at me. And my friend turned around and said, "Oh, you can't do that." And he said, "Why can't I?" And he started being like really thing with it, funny. And then he started swearing at me again. I didn't want to go out because I felt as if there was no one. I didn't like facing people and I was too scared to walk a Taff Trail. I don't care if people call me names and it don't bother me anymore, but he spat in my face and it kind of scared me. I felt like a grass because I don't like getting involved with the police and that. So I felt like partly I thought I did something wrong. But I've seen this man many times and I thought he had mental issues. And he always used to call me pikey and told me I wouldn't belong in this country and I should be put into another country. But I took no notice because I thought he was bad. And then one of my friends said, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with him." So when I told my mother, she told the police and they didn't want to know, so I felt as if it was my fault. And the police were kind of blaming me as well, the PCSOs. But then, because I'm deputy of mayor, I went and I told my officer who I work with, and she went back and told the police, and they dealt with it straight away. And I had officers come into the house interviewing me, and then I had to go to a special house to be interviewed because I'm under 16. And then they put it into court. And when we went to court, I walked into him outside an accident, and he started growling at me as if I was a dog. So the security took me behind and put me in the witness thing. And when my lawyer came in, he said the other man's going to plead guilty, but only because I was there, and the security man caught him growling at me. But otherwise he would have pleaded not guilty. A lot of people from travelling community don't like getting involved with the police because they always take care of the person's side, then they're the ones who get in trouble. So they don't like to get involved, or they don't like to see themselves as a grass. If another traveller from a travelling community got the same problem, they should never back down or be scared, because something got to be done. There's not many people who know what we are, and they just say, "Oh, you're a gypsy," and they just judge us by the name. They don't really know our backgrounds and stuff. And if you move into one community and you try and settle down, people always say, "Oh yeah, but you're a gypsy, you'll never do it." So they would never give us that chance. They only really see the bad side of us. They never get to see the real side. But that's because they never give us a chance to show them the good people we could be. For people who don't understand the travel community, I think before you judge us, you should get to know us way more, because there's good and bad in everyone, and we do a lot more good things than we do bad, like everyone else. because the media only put in the bad stuff we do. Like, say I've become deputy of me, and that's a big step for someone coming from a traveller community, and I never thought I'd be able to do it. And like, they'd never put that in the paper, but if a traveller man goes up the street and punches some other man, that's in the paper straight away. But they never really say why that man punched him. They always say, oh, the traveller man did this. So we need to stop having bad media. Don't judge a book by its cover. Because that's what they do, they always judge us by that other bad person. But anyone in this room could be bad and we don't know, because there's good and bad in everyone. They do training days now. They do it for like teachers in colleges and in schools. Isaac Blake does it down in St David's Hall. And I know a big group from Earth went down and they did training, and when they come back they were completely different. Seem to know more about us than us. I think we're all the same. It's just people treat us different because what we're called. Because we call ourselves travellers, people say, oh, they're different. It's like a gay person, they're just the same. They all can walk, they can breathe. They're the same person. Don't make them evil or anything. When people say, oh, they keep themselves because they're doing stuff dodgy, it's not. It's because if they do try and show people how they really are, they get judged for it. Because they can never do anything right in the eyes of other people.